We have arrived on the last parkrun of 2024 at Hereford racecourse. Is it lovely and sunny this morning, Iona? What is it today?
Cold and misty.
Cold and misty. It's a bit gloomy out. It was definitely a bit gloomy on the roads on the way here. But lots of bright colours, so everybody's lycra. Let's get to that start.
Welcome to Hereford parkrun. It's a bit of a misty day. The course itself is very wet, there's lots of potholes, and the actual finish funnel is very slippy, so just be very careful. If you've got road shoes on, don't go mad.
We're just making our way to the start now, right by the racetrack, but we're not running round that racetrack, we're running round the racecourse racetrack, the one for horses, not for runners. Only today, it's for runners. Iona, why are you having a piggyback?
Because I don't want to get wet feet. It makes my feet go cold.
I see. So you thought you'd make Daddy do some hard work before we even start, did you?
Yeah.
We are off on Hereford parkrun. We have been warned several times that it's a bit wet, muddy and potholy on the way around, so be careful with our feet. And it certainly is starting like that. How are you doing, Iona?
My lips are cold.
You're a bit cold.
My lips
Your
are
lips.
cold.
You need to run faster so you warm up.
My lips are.
Well, it warms your whole body up when you run. How are you finding it so far? Got in the puddle yet?
Yeah.
You got wet feet?
Yeah. A bit.
We've just passed a little practice cycle track for kids to practice riding their bikes around with all the road markings and everything. Really cool. So we're running right by the racecourse circuit. The white barriers are just alongside us as we run. So you can imagine the canter of horses running alongside us, or sticking out in front, more to the point. And the runners ahead of us streamed out into the mist. You can't see much this morning. The grandstand's looming out of the gloom this morning, looking very ghostly in the grey of the mist. It really is quite ethereal out here this morning. You can see the runners just stretched out along the racecourse in front of us. Little pinpricks of glowing tops of bright lycra is all you can see against the gloom. So we're just trotting our way around. Nay! Sorry, Iona. What have we seen, sporting-wise here?
There's a horse track, a running track, and a cycling track, and now there's a golf course.
Yeah, they've got everything here. If you want to run, if you want to ride a horse, do a bit of cycling, play a bit of golf, this is the place to come, obviously. And of course, at 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning, it's home with what, Iona?
Parkrun.
Yay! The very best thing, of course, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not that we've actually seen any golfers out this morning. I think primarily because you would struggle to see the golf ball after you'd hit it. It's a bit misty today. You definitely need a glowing one with a light in it or something to actually be able to play.
Got a mile.
Oh, so we have. Where's your sweets?
Terry.
Okay, fast runner coming through on his second lap. I was wrong. You do get golfers out on mornings like this, and we've just spotted some. They're even more bonkers than us. How on earth do they spot the golf ball, do you think, Iona?
Good question.
How many, do you reckon the ratio of lost golf balls goes up a lot higher on a day like this?
Yeah.
I have no idea where we are on our loop, because it is so gloomy. You can't really see where you are. But some faster runners coming past us, coming towards finishing their second lap. They're flying along, but they're very muddy up their backs. Well, we have just passed the finish line, off to do our second lap, and Iona's dumping her coat. She's obviously warmed up at last. Iona, first lap done. How are you feeling? You obviously warmed up a bit, but now you've got your coat off. That means you've got to run quicker to stay warmer. Still got a zippy on. You reckon that?
Short sleeve top and a long sleeve top.
Okay, fair enough. So, an important report time now, Iona. You've done a lap, you've seen the course. A, is it flat?
I'd say so, yeah.
Pretty flat. There's a couple of little undulations, but really mounds more than anything more than that, isn't it, Iona? And then, second question, is it buggyable?
Buggyable? Possibly.
You'd definitely have a muddy buggy by the end, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And there's plenty of puddles you'd be splashing through.
Today?
You definitely need big wheels, because it's quite a rough course in one or two places.
Probably not.
Okay.
Because of all the puddles and things.
Isn't that the fun?
True. But some people don't like it, I'm going to be honest.
What do you reckon, Natalie? Would Natalie buggy it? She likes the puddles.
Do it.
Yeah, I think this would be definitely doable, Natalie. If you fancy a muddy, slightly bumpy buggy run, this is the course for you. Right, let's get going, Iona. Let's put some energy down and go for it. 3, 2, 1, go! We're on our second lap. We are just approaching the grandstands, and one thing is very clear: they are clearer. So the mist is obviously lifting a bit as we've progressed around this parkrun, and we can actually now see a lot more than we could on our first lap. We're just coming around the second half of the second lap, and thinking about the last few days, have we enjoyed Christmas, Iona?
Yeah.
What have been the best bits?
Presents.
Presents. Oh dear.
Food.
So lots of food, lots of presents.
Yeah.
There was almost a disaster with the food, wasn't there, though,
yeah.
for me? I'd set the time and everything on the oven so the turkey would be cooking while we were at church, and it was cooking while we were at church. Just an hour earlier than it was supposed to, because I hadn't noticed that the clock time was an hour fast. Oops.
Oopsie-daisy.
Fortunately, I managed to work it all out, didn't I, Iona? Did the dinner taste okay still?
Yeah.
Good. What are your favourite bits of Christmas dinner?
Ooh. The pigs and blankets.
Yeah, I think that's definitely up there, isn't it?
And if they do them, because we don't usually do them, but some places do.
Yeah.
Yorkshire pudding.
Yorkshire pudding with your Christmas dinner.
Yep.
Do I need to include that next year, do I? Okay.
Just little mini ones. Though.
Mini Yorkshire puddings.
Yeah.
Do you know what my favourite bits of Christmas Day though?
Family.
Yeah, it's family and friends
family.
and time at church. So I love going to the parkrun and meeting up with the Vidlers. And if all my friends from the running club's there, I love that.
Buggy.
And you were in the buggy. Do check out that video. And then just spending the day with family, going to church, celebrating the true meaning, getting to play my flute, and then just enjoying time together. Especially because Aunt Catherine's home, isn't she?
Yeah.
So, all the way from Tanzania. She would say she's over here and not home, but you know, the way, however you think about it, we enjoyed time with her, didn't we?
Yeah.
Right, let's get on with some running and get your second lap finished, shall we? There's some brave golfers out, just doing a bit of putting on the green.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marshals. Thank you, Marshall. Almost there.
Thank you.
To use some racing terminology, it must be the last furlong to the finish now. Quick hop over the jump ahead, and then try and avoid the water features, otherwise known as puddles, and head into that finish funnel. Keep going all the way to the finish. Thank you. Thank you.
There we go. Well done.
So we have just come over to have a little peek at the cycle circuit. So obviously you've got the little starter practice circuit that we saw for kids to practice their road riding on as we were running around the track. But what I hadn't spotted, there's a full-on big racing cycle circuit here and facilities as well. So you can really come and do some proper cycling here. Well, we have checked out the breakfast option at the little cafe in the leisure centre and decided it's not quite for us. Basically, it's just coffees. So as much as it'd be good to just immediately warm up, we're after something a bit more substantial, aren't we, Iona? What do we want?
Breakfast.
Proper breakfast, do we? Okay. We have just enjoyed a very tasty breakfast recommended to us by one of the parkrun tourists. Have we enjoyed it?
Yeah.
How do we rate it?
5.
5 out of 5. What did you have?
Egg sandwich.
And our 2, you know what, I've forgotten the name of them again.
Hash browns.
2 hash browns. I can never remember the name of those. Actually turned out to be 4, didn't it?
Yeah.
So we enjoyed those too. And there's a little shop here, so we're just having a browse. I'm very taken by this book. See, especially since you had an egg sandwich, how about a book all about how to cook eggs? Good egg. 100 cracking ways to cook and elevate eggs. That's a bit crazy, isn't it, Iona?
Yeah.
Right, let's have a bit more of a browse. Post-parkrun faff today is where, Iona?
National Trust.
Which one have we come to?
Something.
Something. You've forgotten the name already. Hanbury Hall. You've just had your passport stamped as we came in, haven't you, to make sure you know that you've been here? Apparently, it's decorated in 70s and 80s theme. So it'd be like going back to my childhood. As my children keep reminding me, I'm old, apparently. Right, let's go and see what it's like. We are starting to explore the property and I'm geeking out on all the toys and so on that I wanted when I was a kid, and they're all here to look at, including a chopper bike, what every kid wanted when I was a kid. They may be useless bikes, but they do look very cool. We have just been exploring my era. What do you reckon, Iona? Do you fancy living back then with all of those very gaudy decorations and all of those toys and VHS videos and all that? Or do you prefer now?
For a bit.
You could cope for a bit.
But not like ages.
You don't want to live like that day to day. Do you imagine having to get up and press the buttons on the TV? Rather than a remote control.
I'll just get a long stick and go.
And you probably only had 3 channels to choose from anyway. Is it a bit different from what you're used to?
Yeah. But I'd probably just get a stick or something and just go brink.
Fair enough. Right. We've enjoyed the house. What do you think it's time for now?
Something.
Is it time for the cafe?
Yeah.
What are we going to go for?
I don't know.
Right, let's go and see what they've got in the cafe. Wow, you can't come to a National Trust property without coming to the cafe, can you, Iona? How's your cheese scone?
Good.
Are you going to share it with me, or are you going to eat the whole thing yourself, do you think?
You can have some.
I can have a little bit, can I? Though I have got a cake for myself as well. Coffee.
A big coffee.
We're braving back out into the misty, musty, wintry air to explore the gardens. I've been told I'm allowed a short explore of the gardens, haven't I, Iona? Is that 'cause it's too cold out here? That's it! The last parkrun of 2024 is completed.
No.
But there will be a parkrun of 2025 on the 1st of January. Where are you going to run on that day, Iona? Tetbury Good Shed parkrun with our friends, the Riddlers, all being well. What do you reckon to Hanbury Hall?
It's good. I like the decorations for
And
Christmas.
I liked all the old toys that were from my childhood. And what about the sweets on the Christmas tree?
Oh, yeah.
But now it's time to head off to a family party.
Yeah.
So we'll say goodbye on this little adventure. If you've enjoyed it, then check out this one from our Christmas Day adventure when Iona didn't run parkrun. Check the video out to find out more, but we will see you on the little adventure soon. Bye!